Everybody, we're back. How y'all doing? Had to take a little quick break. Everything is good. What's free? Part 5. Second half. So as we left off, we were talking about what corporate is doing, trying to keep the black dollar, because there's a lot of stuff that is happening, and they are scared. I won't say everybody's scared. Some people are doing some good things. Other people, it looks a little shifty. One of the biggest things that I think is, I want to say commendable, is Netflix said that they are putting, is it 10%? Is a percentage into black banks. Some of their cash.
I think it was about 100 million.
100 million? Okay. So they're putting that in black banks. Is that a power move? Is that something like what are y'all thoughts on that? And then Russ will go back with the rest of the conversation.
I'll start with that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great gesture.
It's
that's cool. It doesn't really. It's still not gonna move me. That's not going to compensate for however many hundreds of years worth of oppression. You know what I'm saying? If you really about what you talking about, or if you really about that move, let's make it a lifestyle. Can you keep this up? Can you keep it up? That's my question to these outside cultures trying to do things like that to get our attention. It's cool, but how long is this gonna last?
It's guilt.
So that was like the perfect segue into what I wanted to come back to, is this whole idea of cancel culture, right? So, like, here's the scene that we've been seeing. Okay, so like right here in Greensboro, I'm literally driving up Pisgah Church, and I see a group of people, all black, with some signs outside of Bojangles, right? I see buddy used to work at the bank, standing out there with him. So, let me circle around, ask him what's going on. Lets me know, hey, had a situation here. Young black girl that worked in the window, had some white guys pull up at the drive-thru, order some stuff, ask her for some free drinks. She said, can't do that. They, started calling the names, racial slurs, tried to spit at her through the window. Went and pulled around the parking lot, sat out there like they were waiting for her to get off. White manager goes outside. Hey, guys, what's the problem? Okay, cool. Look, I'm going to go get you some drinks. And, we'll make it all, just end the night. So, obviously outrage, right? So then it's like, no time is bow time at this point. We not doing Bojangles, right?
Right.
We're doing that in a lot of places around the country, whether it's about statues, whether it's about, Houston's restaurant in Atlanta, whether it's about an Waffle House somewhere. We're saying, hey, these people ain't rocking with us. Let's stop giving them our money, right? Where does that translate, though, into the wins that we're really looking for? And what are we going to have to do to make it be such that we're not just not giving somebody else our money, that we're actually saying, hey, there's an even better chicken place 3 blocks down the street, this black dude, right. I'm going to get the chicken from him. What do y'all think about this sort of cancel culture roller coaster that it looks like we're on? Because now it's like people just looking for stuff, pulling out old stuff. So, like, again, I don't want us to get fooled into thinking we're making huge gains and we're not. What do y'all think?
Can I take a little quick shot at it? What I think about is, like, when someone's in a relationship, and let's say there's a man and a woman together, and there's this one guy who just being a straight up player, right? And the one he needs to sort of be worried about is not the one who yells in his face, throws stuff around the house. She ain't going nowhere. she's having more of a fit because she is trying to get your attention for you to make change. The one you need to be scared about is the one who says, "Oh, okay, you cheated on me.
Don't worry about it.
Well, you know, I don't think it's gonna work out between us. I'm taking my stuff and I'm going to leave. And you have a great, wonderful rest of your life." They call you out your name and nothing because they already got a whole different plan for themselves. They don't even suspect you to change. They don't care if you change.
Right.
They're going to get their stuff together and move on with their life, and they don't think you had nothing else to offer them.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop making noise,
Right.
as well too. We got to demonstrate it in a way where we're not just suspecting something different. We got to understand that these people's heart is not changing out of guilt. This white guilt we're dealing with culturally is guilt. Guilt is like when the guy cheats and he brings you roses for like the first month after he cheated, and then after he goes back to the same old ways.
Facts.
Jay, I want you to say something, and then Pat, then Russ.
You
Because
need
Jay
your
was
heart
laughing.
to change. You may need to like go away, get some counseling, give him some time, let him see what he's gonna do, and then maybe give him another chance. Same way with these businesses.
No, I was saying Jay was laughing really hard, so I wanted him to say something.
Yeah,
then
come on,
Pat,
add something
and
to
then
this.
Russell.
Yeah. What he was saying is nothing but facts. And what I want our people to not do is wait for racists to show themselves for you to want to go spend your money with black businesses.
Well,
And this has to be something that we are already culturally doing, not waiting for them to do something racist for us to support our own. For example, when's the last time you heard of Asians wanting to cancel a Jewish shop for not, selling them something? You don't hear. When's the last time you heard a Jewish group wanted to cancel? You see what I'm saying? It's because they built a culture or they built a nation within a nation. And that's something that Black Americans must do, right? Build a nation within a nation to where we ain't got to worry about someone doing something at a Wendy's or whatnot, and then we want to quit and go try to find a job at a black business. Nah, we should already, I know it's important for us to have these structures in place, but we also have to keep in mind that these Europeans have been programmed in the school system to be this way. All they know about, all they've been taught was white supremacy, Christopher Columbus, George Washington. You know what I'm saying? And they go to the movie theaters. They see Superman. They see X-Men. So they always seeing white greatness. So we have to understand that they're going to react in these sort of ways because they have a supremacy mindset.
entitlement.
Unconscious.
Entitlement. Yeah.
Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, they definitely do. But another thing, just like they've seen that, we've seen that as well. So
Right.
that's why it's second nature for us to shop with them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, now that's when the word consciousness really come into context. You have to be conscious. You can't be on autopilot. You got to be consciously making a decision to shop with your brothers and your sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to make that, you have to put an effort towards that, because we're so used to just shopping with whoever is available, whoever's most convenient. This is their world, so of course they're going to be most convenient. Come on now. It's not even a question.
That reminds me of how even my view of black women is that I get on some people's nerves when they're around me, because certain shows I just don't watch, because I purposely watch certain shows, certain things, because I want to view black women a certain way.
Right.
I already know there's other tools out there for me to have this twisted mindset about.
It's so easy. It's so
women.
easy.
It's really easy. So they throw that stuff out in your face all the time. Like I'll tell people, like, I'm not watching that, because I know black women can have healthy relationships and communicate well. So I'm not watching Housewives of this and hip hop this. It's like, I don't care how funny these moments may be to anybody, but I know what it can subconsciously send me as a message. That's why, like, remember when Black Panther came out and all of us went and watched it?
Oh yeah, we got to see that. We're gonna eat that
I
up.
went and saw it because it was like we saw ourselves in a different way. We're like, wait,
Hold on,
like, what would it be like?
right.
If we had an area where the influence of the Western colonist mindset, the racism and the colorism wasn't influencing her head. It's like the moment when she took that wig off, she threw it, and they take the stupid thing off her head. I was like, oh man. It's like there's so much that we sort of, I think, take for granted that we have been accustomed to because we've been also being fed the same diet mentally from our system. We gotta consciously take the effort. So I love that you said that.
So that brings us right back to the main topic. You know, the consumption of information, educating ourselves. You know, being more selective of what we're watching, what we let our children watch. The content of music and just all of those things. I agree with you totally, D. Bland, that you may have the best of intentions when absorbing some of this stuff, but you actually absorbing it. It becomes a part of your psyche, and it plays out in your life. So look, we did this a few weeks ago, and I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. So I have decided, I've made executive decision promise that every show that I'm on, if I ain't going fishing, I want every person to just take a quick moment and just imagine that this show is everything that we wish that it was, and that it was currently pumping into every single Black household in the United States of America. It ain't just us five talking. It is however many millions of people are in this country. We got the SEO down pat. We are in everybody's house right now. You've got one opportunity to let every Black person in America know something from you. Bland, what would you want to tell them?
Okay, so we different from the first time.
Yeah, don't repeat.
Yeah, no.
I remember what you said first time.
So one thing I've been doing myself even is I've been I've been reaching out. Even if you look at my social media to ask like a bunch of people, say, hey, does anybody know anything about owning property and all this different stuff? I've actually been talking to my relatives about putting our money together so we actually own some land. So my advice to everybody is go and buy some land up. Even if you got to find as many people as you need to, and go and buy some land up. If you got to do it from like family members so you feel a little safer, find some business partners if you need to, buy some land up. Figure out what you can start doing with it. Ownership is important.
Pat, what you got? It's your one shot. You in everybody's living room. Talk to them.
Okay, so I think I got 4 things. So we got knowledge itself. Do some type of education as far as figuring out who you are as a Black man or a Black woman, and what you came from before you stepped foot on, or before we stepped foot on, or inside of America, the corporation. Like we was here hundreds of thousands of years before the birth of America. So dig that deep into that. Okay, next. Now, financial literacy. Figure out how to develop wealth, not just for you, but for the next generation and the next generation, right? Third, train yourself. Some type of defense mechanism you need to build in your homes. You need to know how to handle guns efficiently. You know what I'm saying? You need to know some type of martial art. Everybody in the home. Okay, so we got knowledge itself, financial literacy, and some type of defense training. And then let's get into really building the community amongst each other. I was listening to something today. My man was like, man, hey, when you see somebody who look like you and you in a community and you in your neighborhood, go out your way. Just say, introduce yourself if you don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Build that community. Build with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Be more lenient with each other when it comes to shopping with each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't do each other dirty. You know what I'm saying? When the opportunity is given, hey, man, be straight up. You ain't got to give them a handout, but at least do right by them. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to ask for or expect handouts or coupons or things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just do the right thing, and let's continue to own businesses. We gotta. The ownership is the key. If we're gonna stay in America, if we're gonna stay here, ownership is the key. If we're gonna stay here now, we can always leave. That's an option. Africa, right there.
I'm just saying, come on.
A lot of people don't like that idea. I like it personally, but a lot of people don't really like that idea. But if you're gonna stay here, you need to know. You need to start working on those 4 things. I think.
10-4. Close us out, brother Jay Wise.
Yeah. First and foremost, you got to understand that we should practice Sankofa. Sankofa means to go back and retrieve what was once lost. So that entails culture, finances, education. The brothers pretty much took everything, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm just going to reiterate what they were saying. You need to have financial education. That's very important. You have to be educated on how to protect yourself. Because if we're talking about building wealth, then therefore we need to build a structure, an institution that's going to protect that wealth.
Right.
So that's very important. And future Kofa. I know nobody. That's something I just created. I just made that up. I just made that up. All right.
I like
future
that.
Kofa meaning
I like that.
we should start really investing in STEM programs, educating the youth in science, technology, education. Math, all of that we have to prepare because, see, Europeans are already developing systems that are already taking on their biasness. So they already are developing AI that's already racist. So we have to develop AI as well to combat that, to protect ourselves. I'm talking about into the digital age and beyond. So we have to reclaim what was once lost, remember where we're from, remember that we didn't begin during the slave trade. Blackness didn't begin during civil rights. We were kings, queens, and below. So we were the bottom and we were the top. You know what I mean? So, just learning about your history, and I'm just going to throw out some names, find out about Mansa Musa, find out about Sundiata Keita, find out about Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, Queen Nzinga. The queens were very active. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Queen Menelik, Amina Rines, Taharka. I mean, I could go all day.
Come on now.
All day with all the kings and queens. You know what I mean? But we need to go back and learn about these people. And it kind of gives you a different perspective because you have a little more pride when you learn about these people and what they accomplished. You know what I mean? We were the first people, and this is the thing, that we were the first people to create steel, but we don't know that. We don't know that. The Dogon people were the first to kind of map out the stars. But we don't know that. You know what I mean? Everybody focuses on Kemet. And when I say Kemet, I'm speaking about Egypt. Egypt is a foreign name. The original name is Kemet. Kemet means the land of the black, right? Kemet was the product of Tasseti, and Tasseti was part of the Kushite Empire. We got, you know what I'm saying? These are things that we need to learn, and we'll have a different perspective on the world. We'll be like, dang, we were doing these things. For example, I'm gonna end it at this. They say the father of science, or the father of, the first doctor, the first father of medicine is Hippocrates, but that's a lie. First father of medicine is Imhotep, and he predates Hippocrates, but they're always going to push the Eurocentric mindset. So yeah, man, that's my take.
Y'all get that?
Oh, yeah.
I gotta watch this video so I get all these names down.
Right. I gotta get.
Hey, listen, anybody that's out there
My
listening, I don't
books
care if
and
it's
my
one
notes.
person, 10, or if every black person in America is listening. Like, this is what it's about. This is about, I can tell just from looking at the screen, we ranging in age. Okay. A span of probably 20 years. I can listen to the dialects and hear people from some different places. But this is what it's going to take, is us bringing our collective wisdom, our collective experience, our collective resources. Or like Josh said, if we're going to stay here, we got to make some serious moves.
Right.
We got to make some serious moves. So, brothers, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for just being a part of this particular conversation. I know y'all doing this all week in different places, every week. But for the folks that are attached to us, I appreciate you being here. P, you got anything, brother, before we sign out? It's getting dark out here in the garden. The mosquitoes are starting to bite.
I know.
Get out of here.
Just going back to reiterate what Jay said. Yes, AI is being
Manipulated.
It's being manipulated. Like, there are a lot of people who are black, and it's like they're getting wrongfully accused of stuff, and there are a lot of people who need to learn about coding and stuff like that. And there are a lot of black people out there who are learning about coding and these responsibilities, and taking it upon themselves to make sure that technology doesn't leave us. It's really interesting. There's a really big dynamic in there. If you need to learn anything, trust me. Everybody that's on this podcast, I have put them on all the social media stuff, so you can hit everybody up, whether it's via Facebook, whether it's via Twitter, whether it's via Instagram. You can call me. I know that. My number's everywhere. You could probably call Russ. Okay, never mind. So,
You can't call me.
Shoot me an email, Doc.
I'm playing.
But, hey, great information, great, just great bonding tonight about, like, your opinion is not optional. Just because you have an opinion, don't make it optional. Make that force really come through and tell people, like, hey, I have this opinion. I really want to make sure that my views are met in certain places.
Right.
What's free?
Bottom line, the takeaway is keep educating yourself. Keep being better.
Right.
We don't need no suckers on this team. We need everybody to come with whatever it is you got.
And carry your own weight.
There it is.
There you go.
So look, sign us out, P.
You already know. Next week we're gonna have a couple more guests on here. I think Jay's homeboy is gonna be on there. DB's always gonna be on there, and I think I got a couple other people on here. And we're gonna have a really good conversation about what we can do as a culture next week. That's gonna be really great. Russ, anything else?
Yo, we good, man. I appreciate the brothers. Till next week, what's free? That's the question.
That's it.
Keep thinking about it.
Most stuff. I will talk to you.
Thinking about it. So we can figure out how to get there.
You already know it. Talk to y'all later. Peace.